such as roads, markets, and public buildings, and then environmental protection, planning and implementing environmental protection measures. We also have cultural promotion. They are charged with promoting local culture, arts, and traditions, education and training, managing regional education and training institutions, training institutions. Health services, managing regional health services and facilities, sports and leisure, promoting sports and leisure activities in their respective regions. Gentlemen, when you look at this cahier de charge, let's call it that way, we are 5 years gone. The old mandate has expired. We are now getting into the second mandate. Ebel Bella Samari, no, let me begin with Barrister. Have those who are going out, though some have not gone, some have simply renewed their stay, have they lived up to expectations?
Nothing. They have been unable to understand their cahier de charge. And we were talking about cultural aspect. Yeah. I want to consider, for example, the Adamawa Regional Council. When you see the Maunanyem, where they can develop tourism and cultural aspect there, have they been able to do something? When you see the Southwest, the Barombi, have they developed something there? When you see the Regional Council of Littoral, you see the waterfalls of Ekonkang in the Mungo division. Have they been able to do something there? You see there are so many things to be done. Just take the case of the Central Regional Council. You see here the Moanguma in Upper Sanaga. Have they been able to do something there? Whereas they have possibility to sign conventions with a city like the city of Seoul. I can tell you that we can drag Nyong River, we can drag Sanaga, we can drag Mbam, we can drag Kadei, Sanga, to make transportation so as to avoid our road falling into traffic jam. Take the case of Southwest. You have the airport of Nguti and Tombel. In which condition are they now? Whereas the regional council will have developed it to create income. We have a lot of things to do. And if we take the case of health, for example, I will take the littoral region. We have about 5 million people. They could have placed a sanitary pass, 2,000 per month, so as to have a minimum of 100 million per month, 1 billion per year, to enable all those who are living in the littoral region to be held in central hospital. We have a lot of problems, and now I think that we must not continue electing people because they have good ties.
Okay.
We must elect people because they have program. And the ruling party organized this because they knew that if they just intend to organize a municipal election last February, actually those people would not be there again. Don't be surprised. And I will tell you this. I told that Monitor Lizard never is born with spot on the skin. Don't be surprised that this election, parliamentarian and municipal election we're expecting, be postponed until they vote the new Senate in 2028 before they organize it. Because they are very afraid. They are very afraid of change. They don't want our society to be open. Whereas today, given the challenges we are facing, we need a lot of concern to address.
Okay. Before I take your views, I just want to ask this simple question. Okay. Do you know those from your division or your subdivision that represent you in the regional council?
All right, I think just very few, and I think that's what is really a problem.
Okay.
because we can say that this first mandate has been an experimental phase. That is why I will not be too hard on them, because this phase at least...
You need.
Yes,
you need to be very hard.
When I mean I will not be too hard on them, I would say that at least they have had the opportunity to experiment, to learn, and then this second mandate, we are hoping that they will multiply the success that they failed to live in the first mandate, because then they are still new, they're still fresh. For the first time, people will get to know about regional councils, knowing about their operations, their duties, even though at large, many people don't really know the function of the regional bodies. So I think that it is in their place in this second mandate to educate Cameroonians on what these regional councils are all about, get young people involved. I keep saying this, we cannot emerge as a nation if young people are not a part. I'm not saying that every young Cameroonian should have maybe a position or have an office, but then we have to learn what leadership is all about. Many people don't know today that you can take care of your public roads, you can maybe have debt and not throw it literally. That's part of governance. Or maybe you can do things that will help to bring your community. So I think that the effectiveness of the regional council has really been limited because of reasons that my co-panelist has already mentioned. But then in this mandate, what is the vision? We're talking about emergence. What is the vision for this regional body? If they don't have a vision, it means that we are going to expect the same result. So I would expect that we should look at how we can integrate development in the tourism sector, in the educational sector, and in those two restive regions, the Northwest and Southwest, what is the plan for security? Because without stability, we cannot do anything. So I'm very much calling on these regional councils, especially in these two regions, to see how they can bring about lasting peace so that we can emerge. We have the resources, and believe me, we can do all if we put our heads together.
Okay, we have a series of messages. Let me just take this one. I don't even know them. Talk less of knowing their names. I am a teacher. Unfortunately, the person has not given his name.
In 30 seconds.
Yes.
When you are going to Ngaoundéré, for example, we have Lake Tizon, a very beautiful landscape. The regional council is unable to develop it. We have in US the organized visit of White House. Can you organize, the regional council can organize visit for the Palace of Itudier to make people discover it? No. Whereas there are things we can enable people to have income. I said visiting the presidency, you pay 500 francs, they visit you, they show you the various places where some were working there, even the former palace. Those are things we must develop. Take the case of Northwest, where you are moving from Bambidi to Sabga, to Babesi. Have the regional council been able to show Cameroon that there is a wonderful landscape there? So we need to stop expecting the government to transfer resources. We need to create income. And at that level, we are available to bring a council and all advices, so that we must stop carrying our button, working to go and occupy the first place in meeting, because we'll be seeing that I'm a regional council.
That's what we're talking about, autonomy. These councils should be granted autonomy.
Ebel Bella Samari, your evaluation of the regional councils after 5 years.
Yeah,
maybe you begin from your very own, the law of proximity will warrant that you begin from your own locality.
I don't know why you talk about a locality. Should I start from your own, where I live on a daily basis, or I should go over to Mwa?
Your regional councillor is not
because if
accountable.
I want to go into that, then I'll be entering into Mwa politics to tell you that the regional councillor for who went in was not retained, because he did not find favors in the eyes of some elites. And when you see, I emphasize, when elites they play the politics, you know what I'm talking about. But when you look at what has happened to the regional councils for the past 5 years, it has been a battle of administrative bottlenecks, that of defining the rule, who has to do what and what this person needs to do. That is why, if you take the case of for the Northwest region, you will see at times the president will be having a lock-ahead with the vice president will send in some communiques, and later on you will see another communique coming up that you don't have the competence to do those type of stuff. The same thing for the Southwest region. So that administrative bottlenecks was there. Sometimes the governor will say this is not their functioning. And sometimes I think that they use an entire 5 years to be able to do some of this demarcation, because when you look at the cahier de charge, you know, the regional councils is in charge of high schools, taking care of high schools, because when you look at the Decentralization Act at the level of education, it is being said that education should be given back to the people. And when we give back the education to the people, it means that the councils, the regional councils have a fundamental role. To the implementation. When you look at the regional council, it's not a compensation for political parties to reward their militants with over 900 functionaries, because when you take the 90 times 10, we have 90 regional councillors who are under the payroll of the government. You know, 9 times 90.
They don't earn a monthly salary.
90.
But they run
the title you give them, they run the budget. The Northwest region,
I mean, they are not in terms of functionary, because functionary means that at the moment you have a salary. No, they do not have salary.
Indeed, they come there with the spirit of functionary, waiting for.
No, because it's not the. I just wanted to cover that because viewers are also following. No, they are not functionaries.
No, they are coming with the spirit of functionary, waiting for money to come.
They are just like municipal councillors.
Anyway, Yakubu, we have 900 councillors, regional councillors in Cameroon. Do you agree that?
That's cool.
Good. Each time they sit, they have a sitting budget. True or false?
Cool.
That money is coming from where?
They don't produce it.
My issue was that just
when they give you a regional, when they give you that type, is it not? Can we not equate it? You are an economist. Can we not equate it to the salary at that base?
No, how many times do they sit per year?
Right on.
They have 2 sessions per year.
Okay, thank you very much. They don't have a salary.
Yes.
We have 9 regional councillors. We have 10 regional councils. And these 10 regional councils have a man staff of not less than 900 persons, because when you go, we have the Secretary General. Exactly. You go, they will tell you that they doesn't have it. You have the President will have an entire cabinet with vehicles and all the like. So you see, the past 5 years have been very difficult.
Vivez la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations Maroc 2025 sur Canal 2 International. Diffuseur officiel dès le 21 décembre.